Hello students, today we will be studying about the alkynes, okay? So its physical properties, its preparation and its chemical properties, okay? So when we talk about alkynes, it is a type of hydrocarbon, unsaturated hydrocarbon having the formula CnH2n minus 2, okay? So alkynes are unsaturated hydrocarbons, they have got what? Triple bond. Any example we can take like of ethyne or acetylene. Okay, so here we'll be seeing its formula is, it is having what? Triple bond. This is what? Ethyne. Okay, so they consist of triple bond, the alkynes, okay. And when we talk about the shape of this alkynes, okay, they are linear shaped. It means what? It is having what? 180 degree. And when we talk about the hybridization, it is sp hybridization, okay. Now, here, regarding the physical properties of this alkynes, okay, when we see this first three, will be seeing that they occur in the gaseous form, okay. From 4 to 11, they are occurring in the liquid form. And yes, more than 11 and above the carbon atoms, they exist in the form of solid, okay. So remember that first three are exist in the gaseous form, then 4 to 11 in the liquid form, and yes, after 11, okay, 12 and more carbon atoms, okay, they exist in the form of solid, okay. So when we talk about the color of the alkynes, okay, so all the alkynes are colorless in nature. And yes, about the smell or the odor, okay, it is different, okay. Ethyne has got a garlic odor, okay. The smell of the garlic comes from the ethyne, okay, and other rest, when we talk about propyne, butane and so on, they are odorless. They don't have any smell, okay. Polarity, okay. So when we say about talk about the polarity, okay, they are weakly polar in nature, okay, very weak, okay. So they are weakly polar in nature. Polarity is very weak, okay. Now, and they are lighter than water, these alkynes, okay, but they are not soluble in water because they are very weakly polar in nature, so they are not soluble in water, but yes, they are soluble in the organic solvents like carbon tetrachloride, benzene, okay. Now, regarding the melting point, the boiling point, the density, okay, so these three things, what happen, it increases with the mass of that compound, okay, whether it is ethyne, and if we are talking about butane, okay, whose melting point will be more? Butane, because its mass is more, okay, whose boiling point will be more? Butane, not ethyne, isn't it? Why? Because its mass is more. Likewise, density also, the density of butane will be more than the ethyne, okay, because as the mass increases, their melting point, boiling point and density also increases. Now let us study about the preparation of the alkynes, okay. So first, it can be prepared by calcium carbide. So first we will be preparing calcium carbide, and then from calcium carbide we will be seeing how the ethyne has been or the alkyne has been prepared, okay. So here first we will be taking calcium carbonate, we will be heating it. What do we get? Calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, okay. So now take this calcium oxide and add carbon to it, okay. We get what? Calcium carbide and carbon monoxide. Now take this calcium carbide, add water to it, okay. We will be getting calcium hydroxide and ethyne, okay. Now, it can also be this prepared by vicinal dihalides, okay. So what are these vicinal dihalides? I said you earlier also, again I am saying, okay. When the halides are attached, okay, to the adjacent carbon atom, they are known as vicinal dihalides, okay. So we take a vicinal dihalide, okay, and we add what? Potassium hydroxide to it. So the corresponding alkene we will be getting. So here only 2 carbon atoms, so we will be getting what? Ethyne and potassium bromide and water. Okay, so this is how this alkyne is prepared by the vicinal dihalides. Now let us study about the chemical properties of alkynes. Okay, so first property of this alkyne is that they are acidic in nature. They have got acidic character. Okay, so how can we explain this acidic character actually? Okay, actually these terminal alkynes are weak acids. Okay, we can't say that yes they are having acidic character, but the property of that acid is very weak. Okay, so here terminal alkynes are weakly acidic in nature. Okay, and why it is weakly acidic in nature? Actually we see over here in this alkynes, okay, they have got this carbon has got what? Sp character, isn't it? So here we are saying, what we are saying that this S character is 50% as compared to the sp2 and sp3, isn't it? Here we can see that yes, this S has got 50%, isn't it? So here what happens in this actually? This S character denotes that the electron negativity, it has the power to keep the electrons with itself. So what happens with the terminal alkynes? Okay, we can see in the case of acetylene, this carbon, okay, this will try to keep the electrons with itself. Okay, as the result what will happen here, it will be getting a partially negative charge and this hydrogen will be getting a partially positive charge. Okay, and yes, if it is getting a partially positive charge and it is getting a partially negative charge, it will try to keep the electrons to itself, and as the result this H can now go and enter into the reaction. Okay, so here we'll be seeing with the help of some examples. Okay, so reaction with sodium, what happens over here? We have taken ethyne, okay, added what? Sodium to it. As soon as we have added sodium to it, I said to you that it wants to keep the electron with itself. As the result, it can lose this hydrogen easily. So what happens here? This sodium comes and gets attached with this carbon, thereby sodium getting a positive charge now totally and carbon getting a negative charge, and this hydrogen is removed out as this half H2. Okay, now here in this you can see this when this sodium is attached with this carbon, okay, and again sodium is also present. Okay, now we'll be seeing this H which is present over here also gets removed out, by thereby the sodium comes and attaches with this carbon atom also, thereby forming totally positively charged sodium ions and carbon thereby negative. So here also this hydrogen is being removed, thereby saying that yes, this acetylene has got what? Acidic character. Okay, now reaction with soda amide. Okay, soda amide is what? Na plus NH2 minus. Okay, so here we have taken what? You can see it is propyne. Okay, so in this we have added soda amide. Here also the reaction will take place, but not as that of this ethyne. Okay, you can see here also this is consisting of what? This H and this C. Okay, 50% character, okay, of S, thereby it will try to keep the electron with itself, thereby what happened? They are getting what? This is getting partially positive and this is getting partially negative, okay, charged. And now what happens? This sodium gets attached with this carbon, okay, and a product, that is ammonia, is released out. Okay, so as soon as this sodium is attached with this carbon, okay, it forms what? Sodium propionide, okay, and ammonia is released out, thereby indicating the acidic character of this propyne, isn't it? Now when we talk about the strength of the acidic character, okay, I said to you what? That yes, they are weakly acidic, okay, this terminal alkynes, okay. Why they are weakly acidic? Because they are having what? 50% S character, okay, thereby having some electron negativity power in it. So when we talk about the Sp, Sp3 and Sp2, okay, the most acidic will be what? This Sp1. So here we have written, yes, I have written here what? The ethyne is most acidic in nature, then it will be what? sp2 character, because here we comparatively, yes, it is having more S character than what? This sp3, isn't it? So here we'll be seeing that after ethyne, which will be showing acidic character, is what? The ethene, okay, and then the ethane, okay. So most acidic, ethyne, okay, then ethene, and then ethane, okay. So when we talk about sp2 and sp3, their acidic character they don't have, and yes, they have also, then that is negligible, okay. Now we have talked about this terminal alkynes, okay, and they show the acidic character. So when we talk about this propyne and butane, okay, and then ethyne, okay, when we are talking about the terminal position, okay, so here we will be seeing that this ethyne is more acidic than this, you can see this, the propyne. Why? Okay, because here you can see it is having totally 50% S character, okay, and here, but here what is happening over here, it is being distributed, okay, here it is having S character, okay, 50%, but this carbon is attached to a alkane, okay, a single bond, and yes, in the next, and you can also see that yes, here there is no H, here only it is H present, and thereby making it less acidic than this ethyne, okay. And when we are talking about this, we are saying what? This is not a terminal alkyne, isn't it? It is present in the second position, and yes, here carbon, both the carbon, you see no H is attached, which can go into the reaction, and some other element can come and attach with it. So here we can see the strength of the acidic character of the alkynes as compared to the other, okay, the alkanes, the alkenes, and the other alkynes. Now, the second reaction is the addition reaction, okay. It means something will be added to the alkynes, okay. So first we'll be seeing for hydrogen, then for halogen, and then for hydrogen halide, okay. So coming to hydrogen, okay, if we add hydrogen to an alkyne, okay, here we have taken ethyl, okay, and yes, we are using the catalyst palladium or platinum or nickel and heating it. So basically which reaction is going on? Hydrogenation reaction, okay. So as soon as we have added H2, okay, use this catalyst, heat it, okay, here we'll be seeing it will be changing to double bond, okay. Now again H2 is present, again the same catalyst, it will be forming what? An alkene. So alkyne forming an alkene and then an alkane, okay. And yes, if we want to stop the reaction till only double bond, then we'll be using what? Linder's catalyst, okay. If we are using the Linder's catalyst, okay, so naturally this reaction will be stopped till alkene. Otherwise the reaction will move forward and form what? The alkane, okay. Now if we add halogen to it, okay, so what happens? Halogens were what? Bromine, chlorine, okay, iodine. So here I have added bromine to this propyne, okay. So what we have seen, that this triple bond now gets and form what? Double bond. What happens? This breaks, the triple bond breaks, and this Br gets attached to the adjacent carbon, okay, thereby forming a double bond compound, okay. And yes, again the reaction goes on, okay, and it gets added with the bromine to form what? Totally single bonds, okay. So here triple bond again converted into double bond and then into single bond, but the difference only is here that yes, we have used the halogens, okay. Now when bromine, okay, is added to carbon tetrachloride CCl4, okay, and made a solution, okay, we will be seeing that color of the solution is reddish orange in nature, okay. And then if we are adding an unsaturated compound, it can be alkyne, it can be alkene, okay, then we see that the color gets decolorized, okay, and that is the test for the unsaturation, okay. Now if we add hydrogen halide, okay, to any alkyne. Okay, here we have taken ethyne. Okay, and hydrogen halide is that the hydrogen bromide taken over here. Okay, what do we see here when we have added hydrogen bromide to this ethyne? Okay, here this H, okay, CH and CH is there. You can see this H, what it gets removed, okay, and here it becomes what, CH2 and CHBr. From where it has come, this H2, it is from this H, okay. This H gets attached to this CH, forming thereby CH2 double bond CHBr, okay. And yes, the reaction goes on, proceeds, okay, with this HBr only, and we are seeing again we are getting what, the single bond compound. So we are seeing basically in this also an alkyne, okay, changing to alkene and then to alkane, okay. Now if we are adding water to it, okay, so here we have taken ethyne, okay, and added water to it, okay, and yes, here we have taken acidified what, mercury, okay, and temperature we have taken 33 Kelvin. Okay, so what do we see in this? In this, when we have added water to it, we'll be seeing a double bond compound is formed, where we can see that yes, this H comes and attaches with this CH, and here OH gets attached. It means which is forming the positive ion and the negative ion. This will be forming the positive ion, then what will be added to it? This OH will be added to it. And here if it is forming the negative ion, here will be added what? The H, okay. And afterwards we are seeing that yes, alcohol has been formed. They are having a double bond over here. It isomerizes, okay. Or we'll be saying that yes, here arrangement is being taking place, okay. How come the arrangement is being taking place? We'll be seeing over here, this bond breaks over here, the electrons move, and as the result this gets stabilized by forming double bond, okay, and here this H moves over here, CH3 it forms, and the H over here is there. So here alcohol is being changed to aldehyde, okay, when this isomerizes. Now the next chemical property of alkynes, okay, that is the polymerization, okay. So what is this polymerization? Number of molecules joining together to form a big molecule, isn't it? That is the polymer, okay. So here first is the linear polymerization, okay. Okay, first is the linear polymerization, okay. So what happens in this case of linear polymerization, okay, here I have taken what, acetylene, number of molecules undefined, to number of acetylene molecules we have taken, okay, and heated with a high temperature and pressure, okay, and this forms all the molecules joined to form a big polymer that is known as polyacetylene. Okay, now this is the case of a linear polymerization. When we talk about the cyclic polymerization, you can see over here in this 3 molecules of acetylene taken, okay, kept in a what, red hot iron tube, okay, and temperature is high, that is 873 Kelvin, okay. It will form what, it all will combine, okay, and naturally they will be forming what, molecule that is what, benzene, okay. Benzene can be represented by this form also and this form also, okay. So this is all about the alkynes, their preparation, their physical properties and their chemical properties. So hope you might have understood it. Good day, take care.